You are listening to JosuBroadcast, episode number 2. Have you played Overwatch 2 yet? In this episode, I want to make a review of the new Overwatch 2. This game is having more than 200,000 viewers on Twitch.tv. The new Overwatch 2 was released on October 3rd, a few days ago. This one is better than the previous Overwatch because it's free to play, and it's well known that free to play games have more active players. Have you feel bored of the games you have now? I was feeling bored a few days ago. I wanted to play a new video game, but I didn't know which one. When I saw the news on Twitter about Overwatch 2, I knew about the previous Overwatch, but I never played it because I had to pay. So that I tried other shooting free-to-play video games. Besides being free-to-play, it's cross-play, which means you can play with Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series or PC, and there is no problem if your friends have a different console. You will be able to team up with friends and have fun. I installed the game right when it was available on the Nintendo Switch store, but when I opened the game, there were more than 80,000 players in queue, waiting to start a match, reason why I didn't play on October 3rd. I decided to try it the next day. Yesterday the same thing happened. There was still a high volume of players waiting in queue. This time I didn't give up, because it showed less than 20,000 players in queue. I waited for 30 or 45 minutes when I finally was able to get into the menu. Right before starting the tutorial, there was a cinematic show or video. I couldn't watch it because it was laggy, so I skipped it. I was having a bad impression at that point, but I gave it a try, and played the tutorial, which I really recommend to play. Everything is amazing. The graphics are impressive. I went to play online, I played several matches, and I learned many things that I want to share with you. This is a shooting game where 5 players fight other 5 players, and the team that scores more points will win the match. It has 35 characters or heroes, which every hero has their own unique and amazing abilities. It has 22 maps and 6 game modes. I don't want to give spoilers about the heroes' abilities, maps or game modes. I believe that's something that each player has to find out during the matches. That's the best part of playing video games. Discovering all the new things, step by step, match after match. Nothing like playing and learning. Just make sure you know how to use the hero and learn their abilities in practice mode before playing the ranking mode. But there is something really important that I would like to mention about the heroes. Knowing this will help you pick the right hero before the match starts. The selection character is very friendly. You will see that heroes are divided into 3 groups: tank, damage, and support. Tank heroes are the front line. They have more health, and you have to jump right where you see the action and fight like there is no tomorrow. Support heroes are in charge of healing, shielding, or buffing your teammates. Being honest, it depends on the hero abilities. And then we have damage heroes. Those are the ones who can either go behind the tank to push or go along with a support hero, normally looking for a 1v1 fight, and keep in mind, these heroes have low health. Don't worry if you pick the wrong hero. Once you die, you can change to another hero during the match. I read online that the best composition team is 1 tank hero, 2 damage heroes, and 2 support heroes. I recommend you to try everything I say so that you can find your own strategy that you may like more. Another thing to mention, this is going to be the first season of the game, and as many free-to-play games, it has a battle pass. We can unlock emotes, victory pauses, and skins for free. And those who buy the premium battle pass can get more skins, more emotes, and more victory pauses. The premium battle pass doesn't give any buff, as I can see. The best part is that we can unlock all heroes with the free battle pass. Although it's required to play matches and complete some challenges in order to earn experience points, With that, you unlock the stuff in the Battle Pass. Now let's talk about the size. The game is 12.9 GB for Nintendo Switch and it's 13.7 GB with the Spanish language pack. It's perfect in case we are running out of storage in the Nintendo Switch. In case you are looking for a new video game, my recommendation is to download Overwatch 2. You won't regret it, no harm, no foul. But remember, there is a high volume of players right now waiting in queue to play. And one of those players is me. I have been waiting for 2 hours, but it seems impossible to get in a match right now. While I wait, I am reading the news on Twitter, waiting for an update that says when it's going to be fixed. This reminds me of Fall Guys. When it came out for Nintendo Switch, it was difficult to get into a match. Some people were creating rooms on Discord to play in private matches that was fixed in 48 hours. But talking about Overwatch, this is a different scenario. It seems there are more players on Overwatch than on Fall Guys. In the meantime, my friendly advice is to check the website, the Overwatch website, where you can learn more about this game. As I can see, there is a short explanation for each game mode, and there is information about each hero and their own abilities, so by the time the game is available, you are going to be more than ready. And that's all I wanted to share. Do you play the previous Overwatch? Do you like shooting games? Which one is your favorite video game? You can let me know on Facebook or Twitter. By the way, this podcast will be available on YouTube soon, so see you then. Thank you for listening to my podcast. If you like it, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, whichever you prefer. See you then.